video on dividing radical expressions. In this video, you're going to see how to actually simplify expressions that have radicals in the numerator and or denominator, and how to make them simple, okay, and put them in simplified form that everyone uniformly likes to see. The one thing that we don't like to do is we don't like to see radicals in the denominator. So we want to get rid of them at all costs. Okay, it's kind of like when you were in grade school and you saw improper fractions, like 5/3, and you'd want to turn that into 1 2/3. Okay, kind of like turning an improper fraction into a mixed number. Similar idea. Okay, it's just not the proper form we like to see. What we can do is we saw in other cases when you're multiplying square roots, you could just follow the multiplication rules. Here is the same deal. When you're dividing square roots, you can just divide the numbers if it's even. Okay? So square root of 50 divided by square root of 5, 50 divided by 5 is 10. So this is just the square root of 10. And that's it. You could say that 5 went into 5 one time and 5 went into 50 10 times. So you got the square root of 10 over the square root of 1 if you wanted to. That's fine too. Either way, you get the square root of 10. Square root of 10 can't be simplified. It has no factors other than 2 and 5, and they're both prime. So that's that. Let's look at the next one. Square root of 32 over the square root of 8. Now here, again, we can just divide. 32 can be divided evenly by 8. So 32 divided by 8 gives me 4. So the square root of 4. However, this time, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not as simple as it gets. The square root of 4. What number times itself gives me 4? Oh, 2 and 2. So the square root of 4 is just 2. Okay, so far we've got 2 problems down. We'll try another one. In that last one down here, 2 square root of 12 over 4 square root of 3. The first thing you might want to do is worry about the numbers, the regular numbers, the coefficients, the things that aren't under the radical. Well, 2 divided by 4, well, 2 goes into 2 one time and 2 goes into 4 2 times. So I can divide this by 2 and get a 1 up here, divide this by 2 and get a 2 down here. So now it really says 1 square root of 12 divided by 2 square root of 3. Well, let's clean this up. I don't really need to write the 1 up here anymore. But the square root of 12, and the square root of 12 divided by the square root of 3, the square root of 4, and there's a 2 in the denominator. Okay, so I get a 2 there. Well, just like the last problem, the square root of 4 is 2. And that's over 2. Anything divided by itself is just 1. Okay? 2 square root of 12 is the same thing as 4 square root of 3. Had you factored this 12, you would have found out that it factors into 4 and 3. And then when you factor out, when you get rid of the 4, it ends up being 2 times 2 times the square root of 3. 2 times 2 is 4. So the top is actually the same as the bottom. It's just the bottom is simplified and the top is not. Moving right along. Square root of 20 over the square root of 15. Okay. Well, here you can't divide them, but you can factor something out. 5 goes into both these numbers. 5 goes into 24 times, so this is really the square root of 4. 5 goes into 15 3 times, over the square root of 3. Now we haven't encountered this before, but we don't like to leave square roots in the denominator. And the way we get rid of square roots in the denominator is to just multiply by whatever square root is in the denominator. You multiply the denominator by it, and if we do that to the denominator, we have to do that to the numerator. Okay? As long as we do this to both the top and bottom, we'll be fine. The square root of 3 times the square root of 3. That really is the square root of 9. But the square root of 9 is 3. When you multiply 2 square roots, 2 of the same square roots by each other, just get the number. So we get 3 down there. And square root of 4 times square root of 3. Well, let's think about this. What is the square root of 4? That's 2. So let's not actually say that's the square root of 12. Let's just actually clean it up. 2 times the square root of 3. We're done. I got this 2 by taking the square root of 4. You could have said square root of 12 and then simplified it, but I think it's much faster to just do it this way. There's our answer. This is the same as that. Same idea in the next one. Square root of 8 divided by the square root of 36. See what number goes into both of them. Well, let's see. 8 and 36, they share a common factor of 4. 4 goes into 8 2 times. And 4 goes into 36 9 times. Fortunately for us, we can factor that. Or, I'm sorry, we can factor this. Now also, you could have factored this 36 right from the get-go and seen that the square root of 36 is 6. But we didn't. Instead, we just chose to simplify. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, you'll come to the same conclusion. Square root of 9 is 3. And up top, we just have the square root of 2. Had we done it the other way, okay, so our answer was 2 squared root of 3. Had we done it the other way, we would have seen that 8 can become the square root of 4 times 2, and that the square root of 36 is 6. When I simplify this, square root of 4 is 2, so I get 2 root 2 over 6. And hopefully at the end you see that the 2 and the 6, 2 can go into both of them, making this a 1, making this a 3. So again, square root of 2 divided by 3. Either way, the answer is square root of 2 divided by 3.